Welcome to Level Up, where you get the score on video games. Well, it's the holiday season again, and with Weird Al playing in the background, I can't help but think of two things: game gifts and constant slaughter. So how about I combine the two? Plus, I think the title more than makes it appropriate for a review at this time of year. That's right, I'm reviewing the somewhat considered classic Halo Combat Evolved for the Xbox.
And he smiled as he said, with a twinkle in his eye,
When we meet the enemy, we will rip their skulls from their spines and toss them away, laughing!
I need to start with the story, and I know it has gotten a little bit more complicated with the recent additions, but I'm going to review it as my interpretation of how this game presents it. You pretty much start off in the middle of an ongoing war between the humans and a race called the Covenant in the 26th century. The Covenant followed the human Marines and attacked them while near an unknown ring-like structure in space. The humans decide to wake up Master Chief, since he's kind of a trump card after being one of the few surviving members of a battle a few decades ago. Master Chief is asked to take Cortana, an artificial intelligence presented as a human female hologram, so that the Covenant doesn't get a hold of the information she contains. After fighting them off, Master Chief then gets into an escape pod to land on the mysterious ring known as the Halo. Now, this may sound very basic, but trust me, as you get into it, you learn some interesting plot twists, which are the only other things I would have to summarize, and who am I to ruin a story for you? But now I want to talk about how well the plot is presented. Its pacing is spectacular. An alien war mission may start off exciting, but I can imagine it would lose its substance after a while. In Halo, however, just as you may tire of it, bam! Something happens and the game has your attention again. Also, the suspense of this game can just be killer after one of these twists. It can really suck you in a very, I know something's going to happen, but I don't know what or when fashion. Finally, the game has a way of guiding Master Chief that just seems natural. More on that in a minute. To sum up my thoughts on the plot, if you thought this game was just about mindless alien genocide, you'll be surprised.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well.
The gameplay is a joy. I know the multiplayer is probably the aspect most people are familiar with, but I kind of follow the Yahtzee ideology that it's the single player mode that counts. Though to touch on the subject, it is fun, and the system link that this game offers was revolutionary at the time. Anyways, the controls play smoothly. The analog sticks move your character and change your view, which makes seeing your enemy to gun them down easy. The right trigger button fires your gun, which comes naturally since it's relatively the same action to fire a real gun. All the other buttons also do something necessary, and they are very well placed, even for the actions where you need to press down on the analog stick. Even if you haven't played Halo Combat Evolved in a while, you can still pretty much just pick it up and you'll remember how to play. Also, I have to mention that this was pretty much the first game to correctly utilize and popularize the regenerating shields. I don't remember many other game mechanics worth mentioning, but I honestly really like that one. The levels are also great. Remember how I said that the game seems to guide you in a way that feels natural? It's like that for the gameplay too. Despite most of the maps seeming very large and open, I was aware that there was pretty much a path I had to follow, and rarely had to search for the correct way. Honestly, I think that might be my favorite thing about Halo.
Kill-tacular.
I could still go on for a while, but I need to wrap this up to get to my eggnog. The gameplay is fun, it plays well, works well, and was designed well. The story is captivating, immersive, and suspenseful. The music is amazing, perfectly fitting every moment when it comes in and uses silence to its advantage. Finally, the graphics are great considering this was one of the first games for the console. I honestly don't think I have anything bad to say about this game, except maybe how weird the vehicles control. I hate having to do this so soon after my Majora's Mask review, and knowing there are other games in the Halo series that some people say improved on it, but Bungie Studios and Microsoft Games presented me with something great that started a phenomenon. I give Halo Combat Evolved for the Microsoft Xbox 10 levels out of 10. I'm Leo Melanson, and have yourselves a great holiday and a happy new year.
Game over.